everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. From the 27, Rosen. Benjamin's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rosen hands off to Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen completes it to Benjamin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down carry here for Johnson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rosen now off the bootleg. This complete to Lockett. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the...
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
19! You're not ready. You're not ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So in Raven territory now. Here's her 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Watson, off play action. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On 2nd down and 4, Rosen.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On play action, Rosen looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Caught by Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Watson. And this is Cook with the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
11 yards there, first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And it's caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Again, it's Rosen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
We got it. Tight dog.
Now Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down throw. Watson steps away to his left. Looking downfield for... That's caught inside the 20. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 15-yard touchdown grab. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Off of play action, it's Watson rolling to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Hey, we got to snap it.
To throw again on second down. Watson sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson, flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Flushed out right. Jones has it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Under 10, under 10.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, Watson. This is caught. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll toss it to Penny. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Now Watson, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Marcus Davenport, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time, 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rosen completes it to Benjamin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Rosen now, option left. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Following the fumble recovery, Watson forced out to his left. Complete to Bryant. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
55 miles. I'm here all day.
Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Opting to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Watson.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Strip the ball.
To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 52.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's caught. Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. faking the give. Now Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Preston Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
It's fourth down.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
54 down, he's coming.
Right over there.
Let's go.
On fourth down, Watson. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking there for T.J. Jones, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Rosen, and that will be incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Let's take it inside his own 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Come on, fellas.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Another try after the first down sack. Watson looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
On first down, it's Rosen. And Diggs has it. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. It's caught. Lockett. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That's caught by Penny. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rosen. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens get a bit closer.
Rosen's pass complete to number 80, O.J. Howard.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point.
The kicker on for the point after.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. 5 plays there on that drive. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Watch 17, watch 17.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled in. Complete.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Watson throwing again, eluding the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Seahawks,